Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce.
He said it's not about the scriptures, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, bro, you gotta let me get this.
Can I get some love?
Y'all was just talking shit to me about not reading the book.
No, I said you haven't read a book.
Man, let me get on that mic.
Because you told me you haven't read a book. So I said, see, our people don't read. That's what you told me. That's what you told me. I can only go by what you say to me, right? Right? I can only go by what you tell me. If I ask you, have you read a book? And you say no, what am I supposed to go off of? How am I supposed to interpret that any other way? That don't make no sense, brother.
Bring it out, kid.
That's what I'm saying. Our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. What you got?
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right. So when we come out here, we come out and we talk to our people and we show them where they're going wrong, right? We show them how they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. A lot of people can't handle that, right? And it's okay. It's all right, right? A lot of people can't handle that. And that's what we equipped for, man. The Most High said, cry aloud and lift up our voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Give it to me.
Good, good. Where you guys from?
I'm from Italy.
Italy. Oh, okay. And what about you? Okay. North Carolina. Okay. All for like Raleigh or Winston. That's north, right? Okay. That's what's up. Italy. Where? Let me ask you a question. Now, I don't know too much about Italy, right? But I do know that our people were scattered all around the world. Would you say that your people came to Italy off a slave ship? No? How did your people get there?
My parents get there.
Oh, so you're immigrants to Italy.
I mean,
What?
parents.
He didn't follow the narrative you're trying to say.
What are you talking about? Esau, stop talking. Esau, stop talking. So, you said they came over there on flight. So you migrated to Italy.
Yeah, my parents.
Okay, so then that's fine. But so I asked you where are you from? You said Italy, right? But what I meant to say, what is like your ethnicity?
I'm from Ghana.
Ghana. Okay, see now it makes sense, right? It makes sense. The west coast of Africa.
He's not a slave.
Nobody said Esau. Stop talking. Esau. Esau. Stop talking. Nobody's talking to you, Esau. Esau. Keep it moving, Esau. 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 Keep moving. Nobody's here for you, Esau. You see how white people are always trying to get in our business? Right? Let's keep it real. They always trying to get in our business, man. Oh, yeah, give me 1 second. We trying to have a conversation. You got Esau, white man, coming here trying to defend for you. Like, dude, we brothers. We, brothers and sisters. We trying to have a conversation, right? You believe in Christ?
Why am I trying to get in your business?
Do you see? Do you see?
Why is it we against us? Why is it
Do you
them
see?
against us? Why is it them against us? Why is it we?
I'm trying to talk to my brother and you're interrupting my conversation. I'm trying to talk to my brother and you're interrupting my conversation. You're still talking. You're still talking.
You're too loud.
You're still talking.
Everyone's walking past you.
Obviously not.
No one wants to.
Obviously. Then why are you here?
I'm beaten.
See you?
I'm sick.
See you? Then go. What you still talking for?
Look, everyone's ignoring you.
All right, brother. Look. That's what's up, right? People always trying to get in our business, man. That's crazy. So you guys believe in God, yes?
Honestly, I'm not that very religious.
Okay, well, that's a good thing because we're not religious either. We just read the Bible, right? So I'm gonna ask you another question, just like I've asked all our people out here. How many books have you read this year?
I mean, can you classify university books as like books like
How many books have you read, just in general?
12, 13 probably? I mean, they are university books, not like personal.
Oh, you're in college?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to read. Well, that's good, because a lot of our people don't read at all, right? So my point is this, right? In the Bible, it says that the Israelites will lose their knowledge, or they won't have knowledge, because they don't read. They don't keep the commandments of God, right? When we read the Bible, we see exactly who the Bible is talking about, right? Read that.
Book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
For the time is at hand. Blessed is those that read and keep the prophecies, right? Give me Hosea 4 and 6. You got it? Hosea 4 and 6. So what I'm trying to show you, wait, what'd you say? I'm not a preacher. I try to teach my people, right? I teach my people who we are according to the Bible. I teach my people that our history is here in the Bible, right? Would you say you're African American? No, not you. Yes? Then you say you're from Kenya. Your family's from Ghana. Sorry, I apologize. There was a man earlier that was from Kenya. Ghana. Read that.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
God's people rejected knowledge. So now he's rejecting them, right? Now, according to your understanding, who is God's chosen people? That's a good answer. What about you, sis? Okay, now what if I showed you that God's chosen people are these people right here? Right? All these people. These are all God's chosen people. Judah is a black man.
Was he black?
Yes. Judah was a black man.
I didn't know that.
Right? Now, give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1, and then we're going to go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Right? I'm going to put it all together for you, okay? Watch this. Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
Can I take a picture of this?
Yeah, sure. All phrases. Now, just to remind you, this is just in the Western Hemisphere, but the Israelites were scattered all around the world, right?
I mean, the Bible said that they went to Israel, like they went where? So,
Well, no, they were scattered everywhere, right? The Israelites, they're in the Philippines, they're in China, they're in Ireland, they're in all over Europe. They're here in the West Coast of America, South America, right? They were scattered all over. Okay, read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan.
So it said, these be the words that Moses spake to all Israel, all 12 tribes. Right? So the book of Deuteronomy, in context, is talking to the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? Give me 76.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So it said, the Lord thy God has chosen the Israelites to be a special people to himself above all people on the face of the earth. But the problem is, our people lack knowledge because they don't read. If they would read, they would see who God's chosen people is today, right? Now, we'll put this in perspective. All these people right here, who dress better than us? Who dressed better than us? Nobody. Just be honest, right? Everybody that try to dress like us, they get our style from who? Us, right? Who cook better than us? Nobody. Nobody. Who plays sports better than us? Nobody. Baseball, football, soccer, right? If we was in hockey, we would conquer that too.
Swimming?
Right? Swimming, right? Who run better than us? Nobody. Right? God said that these people is supposed to be above everybody. But we're not. We're on the bottom of the list. Bottom of society. Would you guys agree? Let's be honest. That's debatable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we are the bottom of society as today.
Why is that?
I mean, elaborate.
Man, I just think well, I'm black, so I think we are some of the greatest people,
I agree, yeah.
But in other people's eyes, I can see they wouldn't agree,
I'm saying in society today, and I agree what you said, right? We are the greatest people, right? But in society today, no matter where you go around the world, the black people or the Hispanic people or the Native American people are at the bottom of society, right? Right? Who owns all the corporations that we go buy our products from?
Jewish.
Right. The Jewish people, right? They own the banks, they own the music industry, they own the movie industry, right? Who runs this country? We don't. Yeah, we got some people that are in there, but we don't run this country, right? We're on the bottom here. Every city you go to around the world, the black people, the Hispanic people, and the Native Americans live in the ghettos. You live in the ghetto? No? Okay, that's cool. That's good, right? You didn't did the George Jefferson and moved on up. That's before your time. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all right, right? So my point is that God has a chosen people, right? But the problem is our people don't read in order to figure out who are the chosen people. I asked you who the chosen people are. You said the Jewish people, right?
That's what the Bible says.
No, that's not what the Bible says. I'm going to show you. Well, go ahead. What'd you say? It says this. I'm going to show you what will happen to God's chosen people if they didn't listen to God, if they did listen to God, and if they didn't listen to God. All right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And I'm going to give you one verse before I go there. Read that.
Book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9.
This is the last book of the Bible, right? Read.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
Now get chapter 2, verse 9. Right? So he's saying that the people that call themselves Jews or Jewish, they are the synagogue of Satan. Right? Read.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty.
We do a lot of work. We go through a lot of tribulation. And we're in poverty, collectively. Right? Read.
But thou art rich.
But we're rich. Why? Because we're God's chosen people. Right? Read.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
And I know the lies of them that say they are Jews, but what?
And are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
And are not, but they're the synagogue of Satan. That's crazy. That's in the Bible, man. That's crazy, right? Now I'm going to show you what will happen to the Israelites if they did keep God's commandments and if they didn't keep God's commandments, okay? Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So if the Israelites listened to God's commandments, if you hearken to them, God is going to put you above all nations upon the earth. Right? Remember, he chose the nation of Israel to be above everybody. And he said if you listen to his commandments, he's going to put you above everybody. Now see the opposite. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you don't listen to God's commandments, all these curses are going to come upon the Israelites and overtake the Israelites, right? Jump to verse 46 real quick. 46.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
It said these curses that I'm going to read to you are going to be a sign and a wonder. And they're going to be upon the Israelite seed forever. So, a curse is pretty bad, right? You know, I'm being simplistic, you know, right? But how do we know the signs, right? If I wanted ice cream and I see Ben and Jerry's, I know they sell ice cream, right? So I'm going to go and get ice cream from Ben and Jerry's, right? So it's a sign to let me know there's ice cream there. So these curses I'm about to read, I'm going to read a couple of them. These curses I'm about to read is going to explain who the Israelites are today, right? All right, jump to verse 16. We're going to start with the very first one.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
The very first curse is that the Israelites were going to be cursed in the city. Any city you go to, who live in the ghettos? We do, right? The blacks, the Hispanics, right? And then the Native Americans live in reservations. And they like at the bottom, right? Curse was to be in the city. When we go, where are you from? Oh, you said North Carolina. That's right. So I'm sure in North Carolina they got the ghetto, and the streets look terrible. They got holes in the streets, right? The walkways smell like piss and shit, right? Curse should be in the city. Then it said, curse will you be in the field. Now, we can take this a couple ways. In the field, what was our people doing in the field? Slavery, right? Slavery. What was it? Cotton. What's the cane? The sugar cane. The tobacco leaves, right? Cursed should we be in the field. And even if we look at it today, we're still cursed in the field, because you have to go to the other nation to get your degree. And then when you get the degree, you ain't been to school long enough, or this is not what we're looking for, right? So now we struggling trying to get a job, and I just paid. I know in Europe, or maybe Italy, college is free, right?
Yeah,
Right? Technically, okay. Here, you go in debt $120,000. I got a master's degree. In psychology, and I can't find a job. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? Right. They're not hiring. I've applied quite a few jobs. I graduated college in 2016, right? I got a master's degree in psychology. The money that they're trying to pay me, I wasn't with. I didn't go to school all those 6-7 years to get paid pennies on the dollar. You see what I'm saying? So I'm cursed in the field, man, right? Jump to verse 48. No, actually 37. Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 more verses. 2 more. Yeah. I'm gonna give you this flyer. This is our congregation right here. I'm gonna give you another one, right? Right? That's on Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff, right? But I'm gonna read you 2 more verses. Okay, 2 more. Read 37.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So no matter where the Israelites went, this was gonna be a curse, that they're gonna be an astonishment. You know what astonishment is? It's like being shocked or surprised. Damn. Yeah, astonished, right? LeBron James can touch the back of the top of the backboard. Oh, snap. Damn, these people live like this out here? Damn, right? They said you're gonna be an astonishment. And a byword. You know what a byword is? So what would be your nationality?
I'm both national, like I'm Ghanaian and I'm Italian.
So
I don't claim Italy. I just say
So when you go over there to Italy, they say that you're Italian. Yes?
yeah, kinda.
That's a byword.
Sometimes some people say, where are you from? Like,
Yeah, you said where are you from? 2 times. So, right? And here, what do they call you? Black, African American, right? So my point is, it said that you were going to be an astonishment and a byword. A byword is being called something that you're not, right? Black, African American, right? Or in Italy, they might say you're just black. You know what I'm saying? Right? They describe you as black, you know? And it said, and then a proverb. What's a proverb? Like a saying, right? What they say about black people? They dangerous, they criminals, right? What? And you know, the first question I asked you was, how many books did you read this year? Why? Because what do they say about black people with books? They say they don't read, right? You want to hide something from a nigga? Put it where? In a book. That's a proverb. Really? How old are you? Okay, 21. Okay, this may be a little bit before your time, right? But that maybe you might ask your mom, hey, I heard somebody say it's a saying for black people. If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Ask her. She be like, yeah, where you hear that from? Oh, this black man over in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it said no matter where you went, there's going to be an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. That was going to happen to the Israelites. Right? It was going to happen to the Israelites. Now, like I said, 2 verses. So I'm going to read one more, and then, you guys can go, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and let's get 48. Oh, yeah. 28 and 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve.
Salakia, go to 68. 68.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So it said that the Lord was going to bring the Israelites into Egypt again with ships. Now, from your knowledge, how did the Israelites leave Egypt?
Moses opened the
He opened the sea. He said he split the Red Sea and they all walked through, right? But what were they doing in Egypt?
because they were working as slaves for the Pharaoh.
For the Pharaoh, right? They were slaves, right? So I'm gonna give you an analogy. I got you locked up in my basement for 5 years. And then one day I just decide, hey, I'm just gonna let you go, right? You're in my basement, I let you go. 2 years later, I see you two walking down the street. What's your name, brother? Abu? Okay. I say, Abu. You look at me, I look at you, and I say, I'm gonna put you back in my basement. What does that mean to you?
You're not gonna do that. I mean, I'm not.
Captivity, right? You're gonna go back into captivity. You're gonna be kidnapped, right? Now, the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt. God said that he was gonna take them back to Egypt. So what would they be going back to? Slavery, right? Watch this. This is gonna tie everything together. Read.
Okay, Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
He said he's the Lord your God, the Israelites, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. What is bondage? Captivity, slavery, right? So let's put it all together. He said, read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said he's going to bring you back into Egypt, slavery, bondage, again with ships. Now, what did they teach you in history about so-called black people?
Not much.
The Atlantic slave trade. Moses said that that was going to happen to the Israelites. They were going to go into slavery on ships. Did that happen? To who? To us. So what would that make us? Israelites. All praises. All praises. You've never heard that before. And it clicked. It made sense. Right? So we are from the nation of Israel, right? Specifically, I'm going to take a whim on this and say you're from the tribe of Judah, right? Because in 70 AD, the Romans took over Jerusalem, and a lot of Jews migrated to the west coast of Africa, right? The Gold Coast, right? And you got Kenya over there, you got Nigeria over there, you got Niger over there, right? Right in that crescent, right there, right? And then we came over on those ships, right? But Moses said that that was going to happen to these people. I'm going to finish this out, then y'all go. Finish it out.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So what happened when we came over here? We were sold to our enemies, right? For slave man and slave woman, right? But then it said no man shall buy you. So what does that mean? That means that no one's going to redeem us out of the situation that we're in. No one's going to get us out, right? And here in America, it might be different in Kenya or Italy, but here in America, we've had Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, the Black Panthers, Malcolm X. They've all tried to liberate us, right? But what happened? We're still here at the bottom. And Moses said that that was going to happen to the Israelites, but it happened to our people. So again, what does that make us? Israelites. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises, man. So I'm glad y'all learned that y'all Israelites. And like I said, I was going to only give you 2 verses, and y'all can go. I wish I could give you more. You know, I'm going to give you a couple more flyers you can take to Italy. You know, show your people out there. You know what I'm saying? Show your people out there. Show your family. We got a we have a congregation in North Carolina. Yeah. And they be in Raleigh. They be in Charlotte. I'm not sure if they're in the area you be at, but yeah, just look us up. You'll see all our YouTube pages connected. Hey man, I'm glad y'all understand. I'm glad y'all get it. You know, you guys are the children of Israel, most likely from the tribe of Judah. You know, you got to believe in God, keep His commandments, and have faith in Jesus Christ. All right, brother. All right, Abu, right? I'm Shaquat. Nice to meet you. What's your name, sister? Alexis. Nice to meet you, Alexis. I'm Shaquat.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce.